It's Sunday night, and you know the drill. Worship, talk, time to be still, respond, get prayer, find breakthrough. But me, I just stood there, quietly. I think back to Focus when we lined up the youth to give testimonies all about God's truth, how He's healed them, freed them, changed their lives. It was amazing, inspiring. I cried. So why this night am I so reserved? When the sermon's for me, when the preach hits a nerve? But no, not this time. I won't go forward for prayer. Up the front, they're pushing it. Take a risk, do you dare? This is a safe place if you want breakthrough. But of course, we can't make you open that wound of disappointment when the prayer wasn't heard. See, this is not a small wound. The pain is absurd. So I stood there alone, tears streaming down my face. Afraid I'd be invisible, also afraid they'd show me grace. Getting prayer for this tonight will only cause more pain. I've been there before, not doing that again. So how do we manage to create a culture where people are afraid to pray, to come to the altar, where I'd rather walk away, tears streaming down my face, than let anybody lay a hand or show me any grace? If the Lord's been good to you, then lift up your song. And if He saved you, healed you, then give Him your all. So is our worship and faith entirely based on God's performance in our lives and the value we've placed on healing, breakthrough and prayers that are answered? Have we become too expectant that miracles are standard? Of course we know He can, He does. I've seen it, but pinning all our hopes on that can be painful. It isn't always helpful to live with constant expectation. Remember, we live in a now and not yet generation. It isn't always going to happen for us in this lifetime. Have we become too good at telling others it's just not the right time? But when I actually look at Scripture, where's Jesus in all this? Because, well, I'm sorry, but I think we might have missed the point. To demonstrate His kingdom, to bring Him glory, not to heal your pain. It was never about your story. But growing up in this culture led me to believe that His absence in my prayers is my fault, causing me to grieve. So should our faith be dependent on His acts? Well, that mentality is heretic, and yet it attracts a culture of expectation of prosperity gospel, and then frankly, I'm sorry, we've all failed as apostles, because I went home that night overwhelmed by pain, of disappointment in a God I'd become inclined to blame, which was embedded in my psyche from the culture I grew up in. So we need to change the narrative so others don't get stuck in the cycle I found myself in that night. Because it's about His glory, not your story. Have we lost sight